who made me forget my dream.
We are in my kitchen. Today is chest day. I'm gonna document sort of what I do when I go to the gym. This video is probably gonna be more of like a full day of like what I do, going to the gym, going to work, eating. That's my goal for this video, is to have like a full day basically. So if you don't know, which you don't because this is my first video, I'm an overnight worker, so go into work at 11 o'clock, come home at 7 o'clock. If you're an overnight worker, shout out to you. You know, that shit's a grind. Shit is definitely a grind. And, you know, I feel like if you're an overnight worker, it might be hard for you to like find time to go to the gym, right? Here to tell you that it's possible to go to the gym consistently. I mean, I'm younger, so I don't have kids. So it's a lot easier for me to like dedicate time to go to the gym and like just sort of have a lot of time to do whatever I want. But right now it is 2:43. Probably gonna go to the gym around 4, I guess, because I need a little bit of time for this food to digest. So really, my routine sort of for eating revolves around simple things that's gonna get me to around 180 to 200 grams of protein a day. So yeah, like you'll probably notice that a lot of the things I do outside of the gym is, at least with eating, is a mix of like making sure I get good nutrients, making sure I get, you know, sort of whole foods, try to minimize fast food, but also trying to maximize convenience, simplicity, and not automation, because obviously, you know, you can't do the shit automatically, but making it as simple as possible so I can do it every single day. And I feel like it's one of the most important things if you're like, I feel like if you're getting started going to the gym. Because once you're like in the gym consistently, you know, you probably don't need as much motivation, or you probably don't need as much like sort of things to be easy to like make sure you're going to the gym, to make sure you're eating good on your diet. I feel like once you're already in the gym consistently, it's sort of just like, you know what, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm gonna make sure that I eat what I need to be eating. I don't care what happens, I'm gonna make sure I get to the gym, because, you know, it's just a habit at that point. And once it's a habit, it's sort of just like, you know, it maintains itself for the most part. With any positive thing you're doing, you want to get to that point where it's sort of automatic. You don't even have to think about doing it. You don't even have to think about getting up to go to the gym. You don't even have to think about getting up to make your food. You sort of just wake up and do it. So I feel like at this point with me, that's sort of where I'm at. Going to the gym every day, or almost every day, right? I'm not gonna stress out if I don't go one day. I go as much as I feel like I can push my body to, and that, for me, that's pretty much every day. And honestly, at this point, I've made sort of what I do each day to revolve around the gym. So there's not really much else I have going on in my life right now other than, you know, make this look how I want it to look. Just You excited? Once my food's done, show you guys what I'm eating, let you guys know what the macros are. And then after that, we'll go to the gym. So one of the main reasons I wanted to record these videos or to just like document what I'm doing is because I sort of want to be able to see like in a year or, you know, 6 months down the road, how I operated going to the gym, how I operated with my diet, how I operated sort of, you know, figuring all this stuff out. So I got my 6 ounces of steak, right? That's what I'm eating, plus 2 slices of sourdough toast for carbs before the gym, and then like 7 grams of butter. And that, let's see, what does that come out to? 574 calories, 61 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat. That is going to be a good meal to get me through my workout today. So right now, what I'm struggling with the most is probably sleep. It's hard for me to like get more than 5 to 6 hours, which is terrible. And I don't really nap that much. I used to be a big nap. I mean, I do nap still, but not as like when I was a little younger, like 2 or 3 years ago, I would nap pretty much every single day. And I didn't work, but I would still nap every single day. I was to the point where I was doing it like some scientific ass 5-minute naps. And they were really good, like rejuvenating naps. A 15-minute nap, a 10-minute nap. And like I said, I got down to like a 5-minute nap, like 5 minutes of actually sleeping. And that was really good, but right now I'm not really napping, which is something I definitely need to like, I need to figure it out if I'm not sleeping that well. Alright, well, I haven't found a good solution for where I'm gonna put the camera while I'm in the car driving to the gym. I think I just need to buy like a little mount to mount onto my dashboard. So for now, I don't know why I'm talking so loud either. I forget that I have the mic on my shirt. But for now, you're gonna be at this gross angle. So, sorry about that. Today, right, we're doing a push day. Technically, this is like the sort of restart of my program. So I do push, legs, and then pull, and then push, legs, and pull. When I first started, I had an off day in between, right? So it was 2 push days, 2 leg days, and 2 pull days. I had an off day, but I don't have an off day anymore. That's not to say, right, I don't believe in off days. It's just for me right now, I enjoy going to the gym every day. Sort of to the point where I'm not really getting too fatigued. You know, I haven't reached sort of that level of strength or using the weights where I'll be super fatigued after each workout, where I'll need, you know, a few extra days to recover. So again, I feel like one of the main things I'm going to emphasize throughout all my videos and throughout my content is to just listen, right? Listen to all the things that you're consuming from all these different fitness influencers and all these different sort of people who are trying to guide you through your fitness journey and nutrition journey. But don't like just blindly follow these people. You know, you want to be able to do your own research. You want to be able to sort of test things out for yourself and sort of analyze what you're consuming and analyze, you know, what you're putting into your programs and into your nutrition. Because you might do something that works for someone else, but it's not going to work for you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that what those people are saying is wrong. It just means that it works for them, or it's working for who they're talking to. And it doesn't work for you, and that's fine. So you just need to like make sure you sort of experiment with yourself on different things and sort of just try and figure out what works for you, because there's so much information out, right? So the issue isn't a lack of information. It's just sort of more like, what are you going to curate towards your program and your nutrition, and what are you going to make a part of your routine? Because there's millions of things, you know. There's an unlimited pool of information and technique that you can add to your program and your nutrition. You just got to find out what works for you, and not everything is. So, you know, you just, again, you got to put those hours in. You got to put that work in the gym. You got to put that work in with your diet, and you'll be able to tell, you'll be able to tell, like, doing an off day, you know, is not really, I feel like when I take my off day, I feel like I can go to the gym. Or, you know, like maybe on my off day, I'll do like an accessory workout where I'll do like shoulders and calves and forearms, or, you know, something like that. You just got to experiment with what works best for you. Like I said, that's something that I'm going to like say all the time, because I feel like it's super important. Just in life in general, to be able to like listen to what people are saying and sort of apply it to your own life, and not like blindly following what other people are saying, because, you know, you don't know these people. You don't know me. I don't know you. You know, how am I going to say this is going to 100% work for you because it works for me? You know, doesn't make any sense. So, like I said, what I say and what I encourage people to do, I believe in, you know, I do 100%. But that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So you just got to experiment, you know. So, yeah, with that being said, you know, we're almost at the gym. This gym's really close to my house. We're doing a push day, right? Chest and triceps, a little bit of shoulders. I do like one shoulder movement. I do one shoulder movement on my push days. I'm probably going to up it, or I'm probably going to dedicate shoulders to have their own day, maybe with arms. But at the moment, I just do one shoulder movement, you know. And we'll see how my shoulder development goes over the next few months. I've been doing a lot of incline barbell on the Smith machine, just to develop my upper chest. And the reason being is because, you know, I will show my physique probably at the end of today, and probably every week. As you can see, you know, you could just tell I do have quite a bit of body fat right now. I'm at like 32%, which is, for me, not my biggest. I was at a point in time, even like when I first started this sort of go around of going back to the gym, I was at like 40 or 38 body percent. 38% body fat, sorry. So yeah, I've been pretty big. I've got my body fat percentage pretty high. So I feel like developing my upper chest is going to sort of help my chest look a little bit better. Just being fully vulnerable and fully transparent. My chest is sort of I don't have too many insecurities about my body, and I don't sort of look at my body that way. I love my body. I'm very thankful and grateful for my body, but you know, chest is definitely something that I want to improve on. So yeah, I've been focusing mainly on incline barbell, and then I do like flies, and then I'll do another pressing movement. Before I would just do incline barbell and then a set of flies, and then I'd go on to triceps, but I've sort of lowered the amount of incline barbell that I do just like by a set, lowered the amount of flies that I do by a set, and then add another press into my routine. And that sort of makes my pump feel a little bit better, sort of feels a little bit better after I'm done with chest. Because before it sort of felt like I had a little bit left in the tank with chest, so doing this sort of makes it feel a lot better. The gym looks pretty crowded right now, but hopefully, you know, I'll still try to get some recording in. But yeah, so triceps, pretty simple, just push downs, tricep extensions, different variations of those, and then yeah, that's pretty much gonna end the push day, and then do like a shoulder movement or two maybe, get my 30 minutes of cardio in, and then we will be out of the gym. My first time recording at the gym, and this is like my third day at this gym, so it's pretty small, so hopefully you know, I'll be good. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the gym. And like I said, sort of the reason I'm trying to do incline barbells because I'm trying to develop my upper chest, so you know my chest can kind of develop up. But I feel like if you can't do incline barbell, then regular barbell is good, or chest pressing is good, or incline barbell machine is good too. I mean, or incline chest press machine. All those are good options. Again, like I'm gonna keep saying, if you're gonna follow along what I'm doing, I'm going to try and explain the reason why I'm doing the exercises I'm doing, just so if you're gonna do what I'm doing, you sort of have the rationale. And so if you want to switch it up, you can sort of take my rationale and switch it to whatever you got going on. So we're gonna go for this fourth set. Okay. Okay.
I'm a regular stock. This one a SIT. Make somebody that died in this car. Cause they looking for me. I'm in Houston, ain't going too far. Try to catch me, bitch, and beat. Couple Balenciaga on my feet. Rob Balenciaga, this is sleep. TLC on this block, I'm a creep. Let's see if that bitch really sleep. Drumming the switch on the jig. Put a sissy behind the jig. Bitch, you know how I move up big. So you know all my brothers with me. And the beat that we want is asleep. She keep asking if this is a Ferrari. Could've lied, but I said it's a beam. Got your bitch in the back, she a hit. And it's her, she gotta get that. Used to think I was gonna go to Harvard. Used to think I was gonna have a daughter. Used to think everybody keeps secrets. Used to always be nice.
You know, there's probably not going to be anybody watching these videos at first, but if anyone has sort of critique or guidance for any of these exercises, if I'm doing them wrong, just please let me know.
If you listen, you hear when it rain. Time to go sound white for the pain. Got a G, but that shit not the same. He got money, but he still a man. I just spent it on check on some lane. He got everything, he still complain. He shit that we still think it's a game. He throw her shit, he don't even claim. She love me, but she don't know my name. Feel like I got a cousin to fame. Why you spend 17 on the chain? Another 20 you spend on the 30. Could've put this shit down on the ride. In your 20s, why you need a ride? If I die in it, I'll somebody. Call Trina and tell her I'm sorry. She know her baby bug at that money. And I can't help but spend it on cars. Still got niggas locked behind them bars. Still got niggas locked behind them bars. Bring my niggas locked behind them bars. It's not a regular G. You think I'm a regular star? This one a SRT. There's somebody that died in this car. All is that looking for me? I'm in Houston, ain't going too far. Try to catch me, bitch, and beat. Put Balenciaga on my feet. Rob Balenciaga, this is sleep. TLC on this block, I'm a creep. Let's see if this bitch really sleep. Put a drum and a switch on the jig. Put a 63 behind the jig. Bitch, you know how I know what he did. So you know my brothers are dead.
Life is like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some lean. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch pain. Yeah, rats coming in evergreen.
Yeah, hold up, let me pop my shit. Pussy nigga talking, we gon' leave him in the ditch. I'll kill my brother, pussy nigga, if he snitch. I was outside being bad with the Greeks. Nigga bad with the Greeks. Yeah, trapping out the motherfucking bricks.
Yeah, moving bells, nigga, dead moving bricks. Fucking on his thought in that bitch a red bone. Yeah, put the bitch on. I put niggas on like some motherfucking cologne. Fuck nigga, yeah, I ain't seen him post long. With the game, keep it 5'7". Ain't know he kiss him at 11. I just love me some lethal weapons. Child of God, I'll send your ass to heaven. Life is like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some leans. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch pain. Yeah, rats coming in evergreen.
Yeah, hold up, let me pop my shit. Pussy nigga talking, we gon' leave him in the ditch. I'll kill my brother, pussy nigga, if he snitch. I was outside being bad with the Greeks. Nigga bad with the Greeks. dates. Yeah, I got me some dice. The barrel's gate. Never get to put that sun, purple like lean. Never get to put that sun, purple like lean. I shot the fog in the dot, the simple serene. I shot the fog in the dot, the simple serene. I love all my dice and goldie. I love all my dice and goldie. I'm a rock star beast, this what I bleed. Nigga try to play me, I'ma make him bleed. I'm really cool with a gun, yeah, sipping the wine. Yeah, posted with my brother, yeah, he got the mob. Posted with my brother, yeah, he got the mob. Posted with my brother, yeah, he got the mob. You want the hell? I refuse to die like this! I'll drive them all out! Kill them with my bare hands! Do you hear me? With my bare hands!
thousands of enemies. You're the only one who made me forget my dream.
Alright. Hair is up out of my face, so don't mind my hair. Yeah. So right now, let's see. Put the camera like right here. Because I am going to be cooking. This is usually what I do after the gym. Let's see, I got home from the gym at like, what time was it? I don't know. 6:30 probably. It's 8:30 right now. Have to get ready for work in like an hour probably. So dinner's gonna be quick. Just pound and a half of ground beef with some butter in the pot. And then I'm going to make some white rice. So yeah, pretty simple. This is going to last for a few days. And yep, that's another, key to staying consistent. It's another key to staying, where did I put the rice? Staying consistent with your diet is just making things freaking easy. Hold on, let me make sure. Like, this is okay. I want to at least, so my GoPro won't charge. Well, it's recording, but I want to make sure that it's not dying. Okay. So got some white rice here from Trader Joe's. I'm going to make like 2 cups. 2 cups sounds about right. Yeah, just make sure you wash your rice, or don't. I really don't care. I used to not wash it, but now I do, and I really don't notice the difference. I just wash it. It's not really. You're not gonna die if you don't wash it. If you eat a lot of white rice, I'd say your best bet is to go to Costco and get the big, like, I don't know, I think they actually decrease the size, because when I first moved out of living with my parents, or living with my dad, I bought, a 10-pound bag from Costco of white rice, just because, like, white rice is a staple carb, and it lasted like an entire year, and that was like 2 people eating out of it. So if you just want to buy like a carb and forget about it, I know, some people say, oh, don't eat. Actually, I don't hear people say don't eat rice, but I would say a lot of people would argue that there's a lot better carb sources than white rice, just because I feel like, some people would probably go potatoes over white rice, just because of like the calorie content. I feel like not white rice, but I feel like potatoes and sweet potatoes have less calories for like the same amount. So, if you're really trying to be strict on your calories, then go with potatoes or something, but white rice is perfectly fine for me. So usually what I do is I'll just pour some water into it, swish it around, and usually after like 3 or 4 times of doing that, the water comes out clear. And then once it comes out clear, then I'm done washing it, and I'll sort of put enough water. I literally just do the finger test. Comes out perfect every time. No matter how much rice I put. Really, I mean, if I'm doing 2 cups of rice, the finger test works, I would say the finger test works 100% of the time. And if you don't know what the finger test is, I'll show you in a minute. So, I mean, I don't even know if I do it right, to be honest. But this is my method. And I think it's called the finger test. I think I do it right, but I'm not sure. All right. So, got your white rice. And then you just put your finger in the pot, in like your first like crease right here. The water should be around basically that line. And it is. So this goes into the pot, turn it on, white rice, and boom, done. Once that's ready, it'll be ready to eat. Simple. I just got this from Costco, not a plug, but Kinder's salt, pepper, garlic. And then I do a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of not cayenne pepper. Where is it? Not cumin. What else do I put in here? Lawry's? I think Lawry's. But actually, I'm just gonna do, a lot of the times I just do salt and pepper. But I'm just gonna do garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder. And then Also, what I do to just give it a little bit more oil. It's a good thing about having a microphone is like if it was just on the GoPro camera, probably wouldn't even be able to record because you wouldn't be able to hear me. But hopefully, you can still hear me. So, yeah, just I think this is like 88.12 ground beef. Like I said, 1.5 pounds. And then what I do is I just let it cook on one side, get like a nice char. So what I do is I just let it cook on one side and get a nice char. Then I flip it, and then I add my seasonings, and then I chop it up. That's just what I do. I feel like you could add your seasonings right now and maybe chop it up right now, but I let it cook on one side and then I do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the rest of the time is just like watching over the ground beef and making sure it doesn't burn, or really I don't even have to be watching it because it takes a while. Yeah, if you're wondering where I got the ground beef from, I got it from Costco, and it's like the 10-pound one. I know that on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever, you've probably seen the big 15 or 20-pound roll. I tried to get that one time, but like I went to 3 Costco's and they all said that they didn't have it. So yeah, and I also have heard that like the quality of that meat isn't really good, and it's supposed to be 90-10, but I heard like, I don't know, I just heard that it wasn't that good. So I just get the smaller one, the smaller like 10-pound one I think, and then bring it home, and it makes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It makes like 6, you know, like 6, I could fit 6 portions into a bag, and then I just eat that throughout the course of like a week or 10 days, and yeah, for like 30 bucks, it's my ground beef for the week. We just kind of restocked, so I'll just go through what I really like. So just got these recently, the chicken nuggets, super good macros. Ingredients are pretty good too. They do have canola oil and soybean oil, but I really don't care, honestly. Like, my diet doesn't really have a lot of that soybean or canola oil in it, so I feel like just a little bit from the breading isn't gonna kill me. It's the same thing. The breasts, like the chicken breast fillets, are so good too. I'll usually eat that with like a keto bun, a little bit of low-fat mayo with some hot sauce mixed in with it, and some lettuce and some cheese, and like that'll be like a 300-calorie sandwich with like 30 grams of protein. Tastes better than Chick-fil-A. Honestly, it's more comparable to Shake Shack, which has a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A in my opinion. So yeah, and you just throw both of those, the chicken nuggets and the fillets, in the air fryer, and you know, you have a dinner in 10 minutes. And then like, this is a bad example because I don't know why I only put 1 steak in here. Actually, this might be from like the last batch. Yeah. Out. Get out. This needs to be on. 50 grams. Like this little plastic ice cream scooper. I think we got it from the Dollar Tree. 112 grams. And then this will probably be 100 grams or 50, 150. Boom, 165. It's fine with me. Again, I'm not going to like with white rice. I'm not gonna, you know, put the rice back if it's 15 grams over. I really don't care. 4 ounces of ground beef. But yeah, that's why I'm not too like super about it with the tracking, especially like around right now where I have more than enough calories to eat this meal. Now I'm gonna put this on here. Let me track this right now and show you guys. And that meal ends up being 455 calories, 25 grams of protein, 43 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat. So for a post-workout meal, I feel like that's perfect. You know, I could add a little more ground beef and have it be higher protein, but you know, let me see where I'm at. Yeah, I have 90% of my protein eaten, so if I wanted to, I could eat like a couple slices of turkey, deli turkey, with thinly sliced packaged cheese, and I'll eat like 3 slices of that, or 2 slices depending on what the serving size is. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I've been editing the end of the video for like the last 4 hours almost, and yeah, so I decided that's basically all I've been doing at work today, and what I want to do is I just want to show you guys what I'm eating. So yep, boom. Yeah, so I was going to like show you what I do at work today, but not really doing anything, so probably gonna end the video. Yeah, this is my first video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share. Make sure to follow my TikTok, Elkface. I'm gonna make an Instagram soon, Elkface too. You know, it's gonna be Elkface, but yeah. So I'm pretty tired. It's been a long time editing this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.